and welcome to Nintendo Newsweek at Nintendo Love Affair. I'm your host, Mark Ball, and it's Saturday, January 16th, 2016. Today we cover all of the top headlines from the past 7 days in 15 minutes or less. We have been working so hard at Nintendo Love Affair to bring you the best Nintendo fan content possible. Our ultimate goal with Nintendo Love Affair is to be your #1 fan site on the internet. That means we need you. We would love to hear your feedback about our videos here on YouTube and our articles on the website. Link below. We have so much in store for you Nintendo lovers. A ton of great content is planned for the coming weeks, monthly giveaways and competitions as well. Speaking of which, our very first eShop giveaway winner is going to be announced today on Twitter. Want a chance to win? Follow us on Twitter at NinLoveAffair. That's N-I-N Love Affair. For now, the news. Let's get on with the show. To begin with, we need to deal with all the haters that have been attacking Nintendo lately. Some fool at Forbes website wrote an article stating that Nintendo needed to break the silence. Links to the article and our entire response to it can be found in the description. Over at the Washington Post, they bring the 3DS's success under the microscope. Almost stunned at the unbelievable sales this device has seen in a mobile age, they seem to ignore the precedents Nintendo has established with their handhelds in the past, all of them being extremely successful. Although the article does focus on the success of the system, we can't help but sense a tone of incredulity, as if the 3DS doesn't deserve what it has earned. Whether people want to admit it or not, especially the older generation of gamers, video games have their roots in toys as well as electronics. Nintendo has always done an exceptional job at blurring the line between the two with their products. Nintendo also has its roots deep within the toy industry. Their products will always have a bit of a toy-like feel to them. That's why Nintendo remains timeless and continues to beat the market norms. The 3DS has outsold both the PS4 and Xbone combined, and it continues to see improvement in its sales. Nintendo has claimed that they are going to be remained focused on the 3DS for 2016, so you can bet that sales will continue to climb, especially with the Pokemon Red and Blue bundles coming soon. A full response to this article can be found on the Nintendo Love Affair website. Links in the description. The final attack on Nintendo this week was made by Oculus. For some strange reason, the founder of Oculus, Palmer Luckey, has felt the need to differentiate itself from past attempts at VR technology, specifically an attempt from Nintendo 20 years ago, the Virtual Boy, in order to what exactly? Prop Oculus up as true VR? Comments were also made by Mr. Luckey about the Virtual Boy's price being a bit high, with the price of the Oculus sitting at $599 currently. The Virtual Boy was an incredible attempt at something new and different. Hot off the heels of the Game Boy's success, Gunpei Yokoi moved into the VR space. The Virtual Boy was simply ahead of its time, as Nintendo often is, and it still stands as being one of the very few black marks on Nintendo's history. It has been obvious that the current agenda of tech-related media is to attack Nintendo, beating the old dog while it's down. However, we here at Nintendo Love Affair believe that Nintendo is preparing a home run swing for E3 and will make a ton of noise of its own in 2016, leading into a 2017 of Nintendo domination. Link for what we think is to come for the NX in the description. Let's take a look at the upcoming titles set for release. For January, on the 3DS, we have Mario & Luigi Paper Jam, available January 22nd. And also Final Fantasy Explorers, available January 26th. On both the Wii U and 3DS, we have LEGO Marvel's Avengers, releasing January 26th. Those dates are in North America. For February, Super Smash Bros. DLC for both Wii U and 3DS, including Bayonetta and Corrin. This is targeting a February release. There is not a date set in stone yet. Also for the 3DS, Project X Zone 2, coming out February 16th, Fire Emblem Fates, February 19th, and the Mega Man Legacy Collection is available for download on February 23rd. And finally in March, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD is released March 4th, which, by the way, has a new dungeon unlocked through the use of the Wolf Link amiibo. For 3DS that month, Hyrule Warriors Legends will release March 25th. Finally, for April, the only title on the docket, Star Fox Zero for the Wii U. Keiji Inafune, the famous face behind the Mega Man series, has been working hard on the upcoming action platformer Mighty No. 9. Copies have been released into the wild for hands-on impressions. While the game seems very much like Mega Man, it looks as if Mighty No. 9 will simply pay homage to past efforts from Inafune. Prepare yourselves for an evolution of classic Mega Man gameplay. Release date to be announced. Sega is determined to celebrate the Blue Blur's birthday this year. Sonic turns 25, and so far, we can look forward to Sonic Boom Fire and Ice on the 3DS and Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, released for Wii U. An article out of Toy World magazine stated that we also have the following to look forward to. The Sonic celebration will be throughout the entirety of 2016. There will be branded events. Expect to see a return of events like Summer of Sonic and Sonic Boom, new style guides, which are books that show off different designs for the characters, new partnerships with more merchandise companies for clothes and collectibles, and Sonic Boom, the TV show, to expand into more seasons. Will this be the year of Sonic? The Pokemon Company certainly intends on making this the year of Pokemon, celebrating the 20th year anniversary of the Pocket Monster franchise. A new 3DS bundle, including the original Pokemon Red and Blue, will be released. Charizard, Jigglypuff, Greninja, Lucario, and Pikachu amiibo available at specific retailers. New Pokemon cards and expansions set to be released throughout 2016. And we will also see the release of 12 animated Pokemon films, such as Pokemon the First Movie and Pokemon the Movie 2000, remastered on iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon. A Shovel Knight sequel was announced. Kinda. Yacht Club Games stated in an interview that it would be silly for them not to work on a sequel. You can look forward to an article from us on that issue next week. Nintendo account celebrates your birthday. Simply make sure your Nintendo ID is linked to your Nintendo account and you will receive eShop discounts during your birthday month. Of course, we are waiting for a Nintendo account to be released here in the States. It is, at this point in time, only available in Japan. Nintendo launches an official Tumblr page. At this point in time, it's a little empty, but it does contain some Nintendo gifs and a Nintendo Minute blog post. Finally, for the week, Nintendo President Kimishima has outlined his plan for 2016 for a Japanese newspaper. However, after reading the summaries of the article, there really wasn't anything new mentioned. Nintendo wants to focus on expanding the brand, which we already knew, expand into mobile, build a theme park, and of course, spread brand awareness. We've already heard all of this. The only new tidbit is the mention of animated cartoons, which isn't a new idea. Simply new to this century. Whew. That's it for this week's major headlines. Get with us each and every Saturday for Nintendo Newsweek at Nintendo Love Affair. Follow us on Twitter at NinLoveAffair for daily content and news. That's NIN Love Affair. Or simply bookmark our site, ninloveaffair.blogspot.com. Of course, you can subscribe to us here on YouTube for everything we have to offer. That's Wii Plays, Nintendo Newsweek, and our Wii Chat About series. Nintendo Love Affair is steadily growing, and we truly appreciate your support. This is your news for the week in 15 minutes or less. Take care.